Hello, welcome to another audio commentary done by Luminous, and it feels like a long time since I've done a commentary, but really, it's just been 1 week. That's how much I love you guys. Today I'm featuring the retry and the shit, and the retries I have been featuring them quite many times. I believe this is the third game in a row, and I think they're 1-1 so far, so hopefully they have a good showing. Last time they had some very interesting choices and a lot of trash talk, and I personally am not a fan of trash talking. Hopefully things will be more clean this time, and hopefully there will be a good game. The shit is a very they're kind of up and coming team. They have very talented player. Baby Knight is I guess one of the better players on the team. And the thing is, they are very streaky. Like sometimes they do really well, sometimes they suck. So really, it really depends on them. And before this game started, there has been a lot of words said between these two teams, and I think through the interview, I think the retry they actually said, and I'm just paraphrasing here, but take it with a grain of salt. They said the shit is not a very good team. They're not very consistent, and whether the retry will win the game or lose the game is completely up to the retry. If they want to show up and play the game, they'll definitely win it. If they don't want to show up and play the game, then they'll definitely lose it. So the retry right in the beginning, they are showing up a lot of balls and talking a lot of big talk. So hopefully they can back it up with a lot of play. And yep, hopefully wishing for a good game here. Picks right in the beginning, we could see very interesting picks by TheSHIT. It looks like a very push heavy strategy. There's no if and ands and buts about it. This is definitely a push strategy, and Azen's a very heads up player. He's gonna adapt, and hopefully he's gonna pick something. Definitely the retry right now, they need a strong semi carry, a strong carry, and hopefully that carry would have a capability to lay down the creep wave really quickly. So I'm thinking of a Kunka here, a Razer here, maybe a Dusa here. All those heroes have the capability of killing creep waves extremely quickly, and it will make things like the Engima summon, Chen summon, not as tanky as they should be. So let's see what Azen responds here. And as the pick stage keep going, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Robin. I owe him a big shout out for. If you haven't noticed by now, my background layout has been changed, and right now is a freaking blazing fire that says Luminous. And a lot of people don't really like it because the theme's dark, and sometimes the words are really difficult to read. I've been playing around it for a bit. Didn't really get the layout, the color scheme that I wanted, and I've been playing around with it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And it looks like the retries has picked up a Kunka. Again, Kunka, once he gets his Battle Fury or the Low Dart's Edge or both, he's gonna cleave down the creep base immediately. Like one hit, the whole wave is gone. So, but until they get there, they're really susceptible to a big push. And I think the Scourge is gonna mount that push before Kunka gets very very strong. And continued shout out for Robin is that also shout out to everyone that entered the graphics competition. I received a lot of entries, and a lot of them are very good. So, but Robin's is just very simple and clean, very nice. So I like that one really much, and I picked that one out of like the many. So thanks for everyone that entered the competition, and if things are happening in the future, I will definitely let you guys know about that. So let's wait for TheSHIT to finish their pick. Oh, also Furion. Yeah, this is definitely a push strat. There's no, there's no doubts about that. And they're gonna finish out with a Bane Hollow. Bane Hollow is haven't seen that hero since 5.4x era, where they went heavy when before Bane got heavily nerfed, and Bane's never picked anymore because really he can't stop creep pushes really quickly. He gets ganked. If his ultimate is not off cooldown, he gets ganked. So he is a bit of a farm dependent hero. So, but right now looking at the picks, Scourge is definitely going for a level 1 raw strategy. They have many summons on that team and definitely could do it. So, and I believe without a doubt in my heart that Azen knows this, and they're gonna go stop this level 1 rush immediately. Look at the Scourge team going for the Roshan, and I think they're gonna get Creepjack, Creepjack a la grubby creepjacking Moon. This is exactly what we're gonna be seeing here. Yeah, Sentinel knows what's up. They're going immediately to Roshan as well. So The smart thing here to do is wait for the Scourge to actually fight the Roshan, maybe down to 3/4 HP. At that point, they'll expend most of their health points resource and mana point resource, and then you want to go in with torrents and nukes. But these guys should really hurry up, and only Kunka's there, so Kunka gotta wait. But right now, exactly, see, they're just welling down the Roshan, and they do have a lot of summon to tank, so. But still, Roshan very sturdy, even at level 1. So he's hitting on hitting on guys hard. Meanwhile, this Dusa is not doing anything to support his team. Witch Doctor is kind of late, but Kunka is gonna go in. Kunka takes some damage. There will be a last word on him. So I'm looking for a long range torrent. Torrent is casted. Torrent gets 3 heroes. Good torrent here. And now people are just going in vain, baiting for a stun. Not exactly going away for the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor goes to a magic cast on the Wolf. Wolf is gonna take chain stun and death. PGG gets the first blood. I think Scourge should back out now that with their hero dead and Roshan still a very high health, they get another torrent off. Good torrents by azen, and it looks like this Chen will definitely be going down. Azen trying for the last hit, missed last hit there. So Dusa, too pro to help out his team, decides to block mid lane creeps. And not sure if this is a spoiler to the game, which I haven't finished watching this game yet, but not sure if this is a spoiler or not. I believe Azen quit the team. That's kind of a big spoiler. After this game, he was complaining that all of his teammates are drunk. So I'm not sure if this is the game or if it's another game. We'll see. But yeah, let's see if I could determine whether the players are drunk at this game or not. And everyone's resetting back to this lane. They're gonna have a Bane Hollow solo mid against the Dusa. This is pretty much a suicide mission if you ask me, because Dusa, it's a range hero, has the Magic Snake, one of the best solo heroes against solo lane or dual lane. So. However, it really depends if Dusa is drunk or not. I think that's the biggest factor here. And meanwhile, we'll look at the bottom lane. Bottom lane, we have a Warlock solo. Warlock solo nowadays is becoming a very semi-popular. You can see that Nirvana Int has been running that strategy, putting Merlini on the Warlock. And the reason behind that, if you could put a Warlock or any strong Int solo, you could get a really fast Necro Book or a Hex. And if you get a Necro Book or a Hex by the like the 20th minute, you just get 1 free stun. And it looks like this Warlock is getting ganked. There is going to be a tri-lane bottom, and Warlock taking a lot of good stun. Good micro by the Synth, whatever. Good micro by the Chen. If you saw what he did here, he basically stomped, hit, and animation cancel using the Centaur to hit and block, and requires a bit of micro to do that correctly, and it looks like this is a very reminiscent strategy of the MYM strat, where I think that was my 100th video. If you want to see that push strat done, I think they probably jacked this strategy from MYM. If I look at it, the only hero that's different is the Bane Hollow mid. They did have a Necrolyte solo top as well. And the only difference is instead of Bane Hollow, they got a Rasa. Of course, Rasa, Snake's pushing way better, however lacking the late game potential. So we'll see yeah, this bottom push strategy is exactly like MYM. And they push down the middle tower in 2-minute mark. That's really quickly. So Scourge already, Sentinel, excuse me, already up to a very good start, taking out 2 heroes at the Roshan area and taking out bottom tower. So they're still gonna continue to push. Meanwhile, forcing the Witch Doctor to TP from bottom, and I think the Venge should TP bottom as well or go for the gank. Kunka could more or less handle the lane by himself. But yeah, this bottom lane is gonna be in trouble. They are pushing out quite fast and quite hard. And Santa has picked up stats as level 2 instead of Fatal Bonds. Fatal Bonds would, in theory, help to counter push. However, Fatal Bond's level is quite low, and the disperse damage is not that high. Furion is gonna go in. He's drawing tower aggro, and I think he's microing here, and he is definitely gonna go down to the tower. So 1 mistake there, and Vayne crying for the save quickly. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dusa doing farming quite easily. Let me see how the farm is doing. Dusa has 6 and 5 kills, and Baby Knights. Okay, 13 and 6. So just from that, I'm gonna say Dusa is drunk, because if you have a range hero and you have half the creep kill as a Bane Hollow, some shit is wrong. Meanwhile, Azen, who is not drunk, I believe, has 18 creep kills, and yeah, he's farming the lane quite well here. So yeah, things are not looking well if your mid solo hero whose range is having half the creep kills as their melee mid solo. So yeah, bad shit is happening. Meanwhile, this Chen taking a lot of damage. She should be okay. The Maledict is still level 1, level 2 now, but not having enough damage done to it. And I'm not sure what these guys are going for Roshan attempt number 2.